Hello everyone, I am Maria Charanamesi Makali and I'll be presenting the continuation of our report titled The Social Issues and Problems of Filipino Family Transnational. Begin with the number 5 situation, which is the health and well-being situation. On this matter, transnational family are addressing their physical and mental health needs in their new environment. Since they need an access to healthcare services, mental health support, and awareness of available resources. In this situation, Filipino families are advised or they need to travel abroad in order for them to medicate themselves, especially to those who have a severe health issues. Why? Because here in Philippines, or let's just say that there are some countries that are not capable of medicating some severe health issues. Struggles that are belong in the health and well-being situations are limited access to healthcare, language barriers in medical settings, and mental health challenges due to isolation. Struggle naman dito sa limited access to healthcare is halimbawa, oo na gamot nga nung isang health facility yung sakit na yun, pero hindi naman ibig sabihin yung care is 100% kasi meron na rin namang ibang sakit or ibang pasyenteng may sakit na pina-prioritize, which is mas malala compare doon sa sakit na pinagamot mo. So, bali, ang mangyayari dito is doon ka lang nagpagamot sa facility na yun, then ililipat ka naman sa ibang facility para sa pagpapagaling ng sakit mo. Another struggle for health and well-being situation is the language barriers in the medical settings. Bakit? Kasi lalo pat nanggaling ka sa isang lugar na iba yung language na ginagamit, then mapupunta ka sa isang lugar na hindi ka familiar sa language na ginagamit ng mga tao doon, hindi mo talaga maiintindihan yung mga pinagsasabi sa'yo, or hindi talaga kayo magkakaintindihan ng kausap mo. Another struggle for health and well-being situation is the mental health challenges due to isolation. Nagiging struggle ito dahil minsan mayroong mga pasyente na dahil nga isolated na sila, yung iba is ayaw nang lumabas, yung iba naman is nahihiya ng makipag-usap, then yung iba naman is sinasaktan yung sarili nila. The number 6 is the education and skill development situations. On this situation, these are those people who are seeking opportunities for personal and professional growth. Many studied abroad because, according to them, they can develop their skills. It's easy to seek for an opportunity there or a job opportunity there, and they can see themselves growing more professionally. Needs that are belongs in educational and skill development situations are access to educational programs, skills development initiatives, and career advancement opportunities. Why does access to educational program belongs to the needs of educational and skill development situations? Simply because there are some countries offering an educational program that is accessible for everyone. Halimbawa ako, bilang isang student na naghahangad na makapag-avail ng educational program, kasi 'di ba, meron mang educational program offered dito sa Pilipinas, pero hindi lahat accessible para sa lahat. Kaya kailangan kong pumunta ng ibang bansa para makapag-avail ng ibang educational program nila. Dito naman sa skills development initiatives, tulad nga ng sabi ko kanina sa access to educational programs, ay yung mga offered nilang educational program dito sa Pilipinas is hindi siya accessible para sa lahat, or hindi lahat nabibigyan ng opportunity, kaya marami ang nangingibang bansa. Dito naman sa skills and development initiatives, ito yung mga educational activities ng isang organization na para makatulong pa sa pag-improve ng job performance ng isang individual or grupo, including advancement of workers' knowledge. Kumbaga, nadadagdagan pa yung kanilang kaalaman. Tapos yung mga skills nila and instilling greater motivation to enhance job. Nagkakaroon pa sila ng dahilan para ma-enhance yung kanilang job performance. Now, let's proceed to the struggles of educational and skill development situations. First, limited access to education is one of the struggles of educational and skill development situation kasi due to limited access of education, limited rin yung knowledge na matutunan natin. Another is the challenges in recognizing foreign qualification. It is also a struggle in educational and skill development situation kasi kapag hindi ka foreign qualified, hindi ka katanggap-tanggap kasi yung ibang learning facilities or educational facilities is tinitignan talaga yung foreign qualification and credentials. Last is the barriers to professional development. Since professional development is very essential for individuals who are seeking to advance in their career, gain new skills, and remain competitive in their fields. However, meron pa rin obstacles na maaring maging hadlang to pursue professional development opportunities tulad ng time constraints, budget limitations, at iba pang barriers. Number 7 is the community integration situation. It is becoming an active part of the local community in the host country. Some of the community integration situation are community support, language learning opportunities, and avenues for cultural exchange. As community integration is a way to ensure that all people have access to the full spectrum of social, educational, and professional opportunities, these opportunities are nothing without the help, empowerment, or support of the community. Next is the language learning opportunities is also a need of community integration because it plays a huge part of respect and understanding other cultures. It also nurtures curiosity, openness, awareness, develop a great understanding and appreciation. Lastly is the avenues for cultural exchange. In general, it is defined as when people or two or more different backgrounds trade ideas, feelings, stories, and customs. A venue for cultural exchange can be used as a form of creating dialogue and understanding diversity in communities to help build community relations and cohesion. Struggles of community integration situations. First struggle is the social isolation. Social isolation is a struggle of a community integration because it can affect a person's confidence, which means they will not talk to anyone or ask questions in the center. Last is the difficulty in establishing meaningful connections in the community. If it is hard for you to establish meaningful connections, it is also hard for you to create a sense of unity within communities. Number 8 or the last situation, which is the remittance and financial situations. It is sending money back home to support family members. Transnational's needs in remittance and financial situations. First is the affordable remittance services. Transnationals need an affordable remittance services in order for them to save. Meron kasing ibang remittance na mahal yung singil ng service charge nila, kaya instead na pandagdag bayad sa service charge is isa-save na lang nila yung pera para dagdag padala sa family members nila. Next is the financial literacy programs and opportunities for personal financial growth. Transnational needs to have an access to a financial literacy program in order for them to manage their finances very well at para magkaroon sila ng knowledge kung paano ba magpalago ng pera. Struggles of remittance and financial situations. First is the pressure to send remittance regularly. It's really stressful to send remittance regularly because sometimes there are employers that are not giving salary in the same exact date, especially when you know that some of your family members are already waiting. Another thing is yung binigay nga yung sahod mo on time pero di ka naman pinapayagang lumabas. The last among the last is the financial stress and limited opportunities for personal savings or investments. Tulad nga ng sabi ko kanina, stressful masyado, lalo pat instead na kailangan mong maglaan para sa sarili mong savings or investments, minsan na isasantabi yung sarili mong kagustuhan kasi nga you need to support some of your family members. Proceed to the policies, laws, programs, and services for Filipino transnationals. First is the migration policy. According to Jerry et al. 2015, migration policy is a government statement of what it intends to do or not to do, including laws, regulations, decisions, or orders in regards to the selection, admission, settlement, or deportation of foreign citizens residing in the country. Its policy is immigration relations governing the entry and stay of foreign workers. Examples is the Philippines Overseas Employment Administration or the POEA that regulates the deployment of overseas Filipino workers or the OFWs and ensure compliance and labor standards. Number 2 is the labor laws and protections. Its policy is the legislation providing rights and protections for overseas Filipino workers. For example, is the Magna Carta for Overseas Filipino Workers, outlines the rights and benefits of OFWs, emphasizing fair treatment and welfare. Number 3 is the remittance services. Ano nga ba ang remittance services? It is an entity that accepts instructions from customers to transfer money or properties to our recipient. And also, it is commonly known as a money transfer business. So, ano-ano nga ba ang mga programs and services ng isang remittance service? They are facilitating secure and affordable channels for transnational to send money back to Philippines. Example of this is the financial institutions offering dedicated remittance services with lower fees or special incentives for OFWs. Next is the Legal Assistance Program. Legal Assistance Program, or also known as the Legal Aid Program, that is the provision of assistance to people who are unable to afford legal representation and access to court system. It is regarded as central in providing access to justice by ensuring equality before the law, the right to counsel, and the right to a fair trial. Its program or service is providing legal aid and guidance to transnationals facing immigration or employment-related legal issues. This example is a legal clinic or organizations offering pro bono assistance to Filipino transnationals in need of legal support. Ano nga ba ang pro bono assistance or pro bono? It It is a short for the Latin phrase pro bono publico, which means for the public good. This term generally refers to the service are rendered by a professional for free or at a lower cost. Let's proceed to the number 5, which is the cultural integration programs. It is when a people from a culture adapt the essence of another culture while maintaining their own. The two cultures become blended or fused together. Like the United States has often been referred to as a melting pot, where various cultures melt or fuse together. Its programs and service is the initiatives to help transnationals integrate into the culture and social fabric of their host country. Example is the community centers or cultural organizations organizing language classes, cultural events, and support groups for Filipino transnationals. Number 6 is the healthcare service. It's a service that has an access to healthcare facilities and services for transnationals considering their unique health needs. Example is a health programs providing information in multiple languages and offering affordable healthcare options for Filipino transnationals. Number 7 is the mental health support. It refers to any local or outside support that aims to protect or promote psychosocial well-being or prevent or treat mental disorders. This service is addressing the mental health concerns of transnationals. Examples are counseling services, hotlines, online platforms, offering mental health support tailored to the specific challenges faced by Filipino transnationals. This service is an educational initiatives to enhance the financial literacy of Filipino transnationals. Tulad nga ng sabi ko kanina, ang financial literacy program, dito nila matututunan kung paano i-manage yung mga finances and paano mapalago ang pera nila. Example, workshop or online courses providing guidance on budgeting, investments, and financial planning for Filipino transnationals. Number 9 is the community support service. It is an independent support or service that supplements treatment and care provided as part of your workers' compensation claim. Its service is establishing community network and support systems for Filipino transnationals. Examples, community organizations offering an assistance in job placement, language learning, and social integration for Filipino transnationals. Number 10 is the education recognition programs. An initiative in recognizing and validating foreign qualifications and educational credentials. Example, government agencies or accreditation bodies streamlining for recognizing degrees and certifications earned abroad by Filipino transnationals.